Welcome all. Let us study some MCQs on history of India. First question: which Indus Valley site is best known for its first man-made port? Options: Rakhigari, Bageshwar, Lothal, Dholavira. Answer is Lothal is the best known for its man-made port. Second question: the Harappan town considered to be town of artists and craftsmen was. Answer is Chan Chanhudaro is situated 130 kilometers south of Mohenjo-daro in Sindh. The Chahundaro has given evidence of factories of various figurines, seals, toys, bone implements, so it has been interpreted that it was the settlement with lots of artisans and was an industrial town. Third question: which of the following statement about Chahudaro Chanhudaro is correct? First statement: the settlement was inhabited between 4000 to 1700 BCE. Second one: it is considered to have been a center for manufacturing carnial beads. Statement: this site is a group of three low mounds that excavations have shown were parts of a single settlement approximately 5 hectares in size. Correct answers. All the statements are correct. Chanhudaro is an archaeological site belonging to Indus Valley civilization. The site is located 130 kilometers south of Mohenjo-daro in Sindh, Pakistan. The settlement was inhabited between 4000 to 1700 BCE and is considered to have been a center for manufacturing carnial beads. This site is a group of three low mounds that excavation have shown were parts of a single settlement approximately 5 hectares in size. Fourth question: the two prime occupations of Paleolithic age man were hunting and gathering. Fifth question: which of the following sites is belong to the lower Paleolithic culture? A. Palhagam, Belan Valley, Bhimbetka. Answer is all the above. Some of the important sites of Lower Paleolithic culture were Pahalgam in Kashmir, Belan Valley in Allahabad, Bhimbetka and Adamghar in Hoshangabad, Nevasa in Ahmednagar, Hunsagi in Gulbarga and Athirampakam in Tamil Nadu. Sixth question: which site is considered as northernmost limit of Indus Valley civilization? Answer: Manda. Manda, situated in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, is considered the northernmost site of Indus Valley civilization. Seventh question: consider the following statements. Indra was the most prominent deity of Rigvedic age. 250 hymns have been dedicated to him in Rigveda. Rudra was the god of animals, guardians, and healing herbs. Pushan was the god of cattle in Rigvedic society. Which among the following is correct? Answer: all the above statements are correct. The religious life of the Rigvedic Aryans was simple and plain. They worshipped and personified the natural forces into many gods such as Prithvi, earth, Agni, fire, Vayu, wind, Varuna, rain, and Indra, thunder. Indra was the most important god and was also known as Purandara, the destroyer of forts, and god of rain. 250 hands were dedicated to him. Agni was second in importance only to Indra. He acted as the intermediary between gods and the worshipper. 200 Vedic hands have been dedicated to him. Pushan was the god of cattle in the early phase, who later became the deity of Shudras. Eighth question: which among the following statements about Rigveda is incorrect? Shakala Shaka is the only surviving recitation of the Rigveda. Brahmavadini were the women who composed the hymns of Rigveda. Correct answers: neither one nor two. Explanation. Rig Veda is the oldest religious text in the world, contains 1028 hymns and is classified into 10 mandalas. The hymns were sung in praise of Agni, Indra, Mitra, Varuna and other gods. It contains the famous Purusha Sukta that explains the four varnas, that is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra, were born respectively from the mouth, arm, thighs and feet of the creator. Shakala Shaka is the only surviving recension of the Rig Veda. Many hymns of this Veda were composed by women. They were called Brahmavadini. The prominent among them were Lopamudra, Shikta, Nivavari and Gosha. Ninth question. Consider the following statements related to Aranyakas. It was written in forest for the hermits and students of the Vedas. It initiated a changeover from materialistic religion to spiritual religion. Correct answers both 1 and 2. The Aranyakas were written in forest and were concluding part of the Brahmanas. They are like a bridge between Vedas, come Brahmanas and Upanishads. They don't lay much emphasis on rites, ritual and sacrifices but have philosophy and mysticism. So they have moral science and philosophy. 10th question. A seal depicting Mother Goddess with a plant growing from her womb have been found from? Answer Harappa. 11th question. Which of the following deity was not worshipped in Indus Valley civilization? Options: Vishnu, people tree, Pashupati, Mother Goddess. Correct answer Vishnu. Archaeological evidence from Indus Valley civilization such as seals and figurines suggest that people worship people tree, neem tree, Pashupati, Mother Goddess, animal like bull and buffalo. Evidence of worshipping of Vishnu has not been found. 12th question. Regarding the religious practice of the early Vedic society, consider the following statement. Idol worship was prevalent at the time. Second one, henotheism is found in Rig Vedic religion. Which of the following statements are correct? Option Answer option 2 is correct. Rigvedic people worship natural forces like earth, fire, wind, rain, thunder, etc. By personifying them into deities, there were no temple and no idol worship. Henotheism is found in Vedic religion, in which the deity being invoked in a particular hymn is considered the supreme god. Indra was the most important god and was also known as Purandara and the god of rain. Agni was second in importance only to Indra. Female deities were Usha and Aditi. 13th question. Consider the following statements. There was no case of theft or burglary in Rig Vedic society. Second statement, Varna or color was the basis of differentiation between the Vedic and non-Vedic people. Which of the following statements are correct? Only two. Second statement is correct. Rig Vedic society was not based on caste line, but Varnas or color were the basis of differentiation between Vedic and non-Vedic people. Rig Vedic society was not an ideal society as there were case of theft and burglary and especially theft of cows. 14th question. Consider the following statements about the economy of Rigvedic civilization. First statement, there were a regular revenue system and Bali was a voluntary offering. Second statement, shifting agriculture was practiced in society. Which of the following statements are correct? Only statement 2 is correct. The Rigvedic society was a pastoral society and cattle rearing was their main occupation. There was no regular revenue system and the kingdom was maintained by the voluntary tribute, that is Bali, from ordinary kingsmen. Shifting agriculture was practiced and fire was used to burn down the forest cover. Wheat and barley, milk and its produce like curd and ghee, vegetables and fruits were the chief articles of food. 15th question. Consider the following statements regarding Rig Vedic states and its territory. First statement. The territory known to Vedic people was divided into number of states, republics, and monarchies. Second statement, the Battle of 10 Kings gives name of 10 kings who participated in the war against Sudas, who were Bharata king of Tritsus family. The 10 kings were of the states of Purus, Yadus, Turbasas, Anus, Dhr- Dhruyus, along with five other, namely Alinas, Pathas, Bhalanas, Shibis, and Vishanins. Which of the following statements are correct? Answer, all the above statements are correct. The territory of Vedic people was divided into number of states, republic and monarchies. The Battle of 10 Kings gives names of 10 kings who participated in the war against Sudas, who was a Bharata king of Tristus family. The 10 kings were the states of Purus, Yadus, Turvasas, Anus, and Druyus, along with the five other, namely Alinas, Paktas, Balanas, Shibis, Vishanins. The battle was fought on the bank of Purushani River, and Sudas emerged victorious. In the context of another battle of Sudas, Rigveda mentions people of kings like Ajias and Shigrus, Yakshus, etc. Consider the following statements about the later Vedic period. First one, rigid social hierarchy was developed. The king's post was hereditary in nature. The king maintained a regular army in case of war. Which of the following statements are correct? Answer 1 and 2. The Varna system of social distinction became more distinct in the later Vedic period. This became less based on occupation and more hereditary. Rigid social hierarchy was developed, which restricted the social mobility of the caste. The king's post became hereditary in nature and he was a protector of his tribe. The king did not maintain any regular or standing army, but in time of wars he mustered a militia whose military functions were performed by different tribal groups called Vrata, Gana, Grama, Shardha. In the question 17, in the context of the later Vedic period, the term Go, Gogna referred to. Correct answer, a guest who was fed by sacrificing cattle. In the later Vedic period, sacrifices became far more important and they assumed both public and domestic character. Public sacrifices involved the king and the entire community, which still is in many cases coined with the tribe. Private sacrifices were performed by individuals in their houses because during this period the Vedic people maintained regular households. Individuals offered oblations to Agni, and each of these took the form of a ritual or a sacrifice. Sacrifices involved the killing of animals on a large scale and especially the destruction of cattle wealth. The guest, who was known as Gogna, or one who fed on cattle. 18th question. Consider the following statement with regard to the society of Rigvedic civilization. Kula was the basis of social and political organization in the early Vedic society. Second one, the Gopati's office was hereditary in nature. Third one, they were free to choose girls were free to choose their life partner. Which among the following statements are correct? Answer 1 and 3. Rigvedic society was a semi-nomadic and tribal polity. It was not considered a complete egalitarian society as social division was based on division of labor and gender. Kula, Griha or family, was the basis of social and political organization. It was based on patrilineal system starting with Kula. The hierarchy in ascending order was Grama. that is village, Vish, that is clan, and Jana, that is tribe. Aryan tribes were called Janas, whose chief was Rajan or Gopati or Gopa. Gopati's office was not hereditary and was selected among the clansmen. Women were given equal opportunities as the men for their spiritual and intellectual development. Women would even attend the popular assemblies. There was no child marriage and the practice of sati was absent. The marriageable age seems to have been 16 to 17. Girls were free to choose their life partners. Question number 19. Consider the following statements. Mesolithic people were aware of burial process of the dead bodies. Second one, Mesolithic people believed in afterlife. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Answer neither one nor two. Excavations throw light on various practices of disposal of dead. Burials was a common custom in the Mesolithic age. Human skeletons have been found at Mahadaha, Dama, and Sarai Nahar Rai in Uttar Pradesh. Langanj in Gujarat provides the earliest evidence of burial of the dead. Mesolithic people believed in afterlife. One burial had an ivory pendant as a grave good. 20th question. Consider the following. The basic social structure of the Paleolithic period was based on the band society. Second one, peoples were nomadic. Which of the following are true? Answer both 1 and 2. During the Paleolithic age, people lived in shelters made up of branches, reeds, rocks, leaves, or grass. Permanent settlements could hardly be identified. The basic social structure was based on a band society in which less than 100 peoples formed a small community. They were nomadic. They were bound to some customs, some social etiquettes and norms. 21st question. Ash mounds have been found at which Neolithic site? Answer Sanganakallu. The Neolithic age, which means New Stone Age, was the last and the third part of the Stone Age in India. It spanned from around 7000 BC to 1000 BC at Sanganakallu. Ash mounds have been found. 22nd. With reference to painting in the Mesolithic culture, consider the following statements. Animals were most frequently depicted subject. Adhamghar group of rock shelter grows shows hunting scene of rhinoceros in large number by the large number of people. Which of the following statements are correct? Answer both 1 and 2. In the Mesolithic period, paintings animals are the most frequent depicted subject. Either alone or in large or small group are shown in various poses. There are also some hunting scenes of which the rhinoceros hunt from the Adham group of rock shelters is indicative of the joining of large number of people for the hunt of bigger animals. Question number 23. Consider the following statement regarding the prehistoric rock art. Almost all the rock shelters in India occupied by the Upper Paleolithic and Mesolithic people and many other as well contain rock paintings depicting the variety of subject, chiefly animals or scenes including both people and animals. Second statement, the distribution of rock painting have been found in Chargul in the northwest Pakistan in northwest Pakistan to Orissa in the east and from the Common Hills in the north to Kerala in the south. Some of the important rock painting sites are Murhana Pahar in Uttar Pradesh, Bhimbetka, Adhamgarh, Lakha Jor in Madhya Pradesh, and Kupagallu in Karnataka. Which of the following statements are correct? Answer all the three statements are correct. Almost all the rock shelters in India occupied by the Upper Paleolithic and Mesolithic people and many others as well contain rock painting depicting the variety of subjects, chiefly animals or seen including both people and animal. The distribution of these rock painting is very wide. They have been found in Chargul in northwest Pakistan to Orissa in the east and some of the Common Hills in the north to Kerala in the south. Some of the important rock painting sites are Mur- Murhana Pahar in Uttar Pradesh, Bhimbetka, Adhamgarh and Lhak Jor in Madhya Pradesh and Kuppagallu in Karnataka. With reference to the megalithic culture in South India, dolmen, chair, and meherin are the types of answer burial practices. Dolmen. This is a type of megalith which is made in a single chamber tomb, usually consisting of three or up more upright stones supporting a large flat horizontal capstone. Dolmens were usually covered with earth or small stones to form a burrow. But in many cases, that covering has withered away, leaving only the stone skeletons of the burial mound intact. A, a cairn of the human made pile of stones, often in conical form. They are usually found in uplands or on moorlands or mountain tops or near waterways. A marine is a stone monolith standing vertically. It could also exist apart as a part of a group of similar stone. They have different sizes with uneven and square shape, often tapering towards the top. Question number 25. Which among the following animals are identified on the Pashupati seal of Indus Valley civilization? Option 1 elephant, second rhinoceros, third one lion, fourth buffalo, fifth antelope. Select the correct answers using the code given below. Correct answer elephant, rhinoceros, buffalo, and antelope. Lion is not there. Explanation. Pashupati seal with a buffalo horn figure almost unanimously identified as Shiva in the form as Pashupati, Lord of Animals, is the best known and the most widely contextual Harappan seal. He has been portrayed as seated cross-legged, that is in yogic padmasana, and wide-armed, the arms of the image pointing towards the earth. The yogic nature of the wide lapped stance and the curved horns transmit power and establish equilibrium. An elephant and tiger are depicted to the right side of the seated figure, while on the left, rhinoceros and buffalo are seen. In addition to these animals, two antelopes are shown below the seat. Question 26. Consider the following statement. The Harappan economy was based on agriculture. Second one, the Indus Valley civilization elaborate drainage system was in Indus Valley civilization elaborate drainage system are found. Third one, in Indus Valley civilization sugar cane was unknown. Fourth one, in Kot Diji pre-Harappan settlement has not been found. Correct answers option 2 and 3 only. Which of the following statements are correct? Statement 2 and 3 are correct. That is, Indus Valley civilization elaborate drainage system are found. Third statement, in Indus Valley civilization sugar cane was unknown. The Harappan economy was not merely based on agriculture but also on trade. Evidences of commerce has been found from the various sources such as dockyard in Lothal and the discovery of Mesopotamian inscription in Harappan towns. Mesopotamian literature also describes Mehula, which is believed to be the ancient name of river Indus. Evidence of only some fruits like dates and melons were obtained, and the sugarcane was probably unknown to the Harappan people. The drainage system was one of the most remarkable features of the mature Harappan city. All the streets and the lanes across neighborhoods in Mohenjo-daro had drains. The earliest occupation of Kot Diji is termed as Kot Dijian, which is pre-Harappan and early formative Harappan. Thus, Kot Diji shows pre-Harappan settlement. Kot Diji also represents the phase leading up to mature Harappan phase. Question number 27. The Dharma and Rita depict a central idea of ancient Vedic civilization of India. In this context, consider the following statements. Dharma first statement. Dharma was the conception of obligations and of the discharge of one's duty to oneself and to others. Statement 2. Rita was the fundamental moral law governing the functioning of the universe and all it contained. Which of the following statements are correct? Answer: both 1 and 2 are correct. Rita refers to regulation ordered by nature and was related to the conduct of the Vedic gods and humans. Some were related to the moral and physical law. Statement 2 is correct. Rita was later replaced by Dharma and was a more sophisticated form of principles of laws. As per Chanakya, Dharma was the promotion of one's own security, happiness, as well as the social order. Question number 28. Consider the following statements regarding the Neolithic period and choose the correct option from the alternative given below. First statement: men of this age became food consumer as well as food producer. Second statement: wheat was the only predominant crop of this period. Third statement: paddy was unknown to the Neolithic people. Which of option 1 only correct? Agriculture started in Mesolithic period. Wheat, barley, paddy, millets, etc. were the main crop cultivated by Neolithic people. The oldest evidence of paddy cultivation was found from Koldi Hava, Allahabad district, UP. Question number 29. Statement 1. The Greek travelers were most impressed by the fertility of India's soil and the energy and ability of her cultivators. Statement 2. Ancient India knew the use of manure. Both the statements are individually true, but statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. The Greek writers highly praised the fertility of the Indian soil and favorable climate condition, describing the principal agricultural product of the land. The Greek writer also affirmed that India has a double rainfall and the Indians generally gather to harvest. Megasthenes witnessed two agricultural seasons in India dominated by wheat and rice respectively. Vrikshayur Veda of Surapala, an ancient Sanskrit text on the science of plant life, contains various organic methods of farming which were prevalent in ancient India. So, both the statements are correct. However, statement 2 is not a correct explanation of statement 1. Question number 30. Which of the following characteristics describe the nature of religion according to Rig Veda? First statement. Rigvedic religion can be described as naturalistic polytheism. Second statement. There was a striking similarity between Rigvedic religion and ideas of Iranian Avesta. Third statement. Vedic sacrifices were conducted in the house of the priest who was called Yajaman. Fourth statement, Vedic sacrifices were of two kinds, those conducted by the householders and that re- those that required ritual specialist. Correct. Select the correct answers given below. Correct answers 1, 2, 3, 4. The nature of religion according to the Rig Veda are as follows. Rig Vedic religion can be described as a naturalistic polytheism. There are striking similarities between the Rig Vedic religion and the ideals of the Iranian Avesta. Vedic sacrifices were conducted in the house of the priest who was called Yajaman. Vedic sacrifices were of two kinds, those conducted by the householders and those that required ritual specialists. Question number 31. Consider the following statement. The Jains believed that Mahavira had 23 predecessors. Second one, Parshvanatha was 23rd Tirthankara. Third one, Rishabha was immediate successor of Mahavira. Which of the following statements are correct? 1 and 2. There, there are 24 Tirthankaras according to the Jain doctrine. Rishabha was the first Tirthankara. Parshvanatha was the 23rd Tirthankara. The 24th Tirthankara was Mahavira. Hence, the statement 1 and 2 are correct, whereas the statement 3 is incorrect. Question number 32. The famous dialogue between Nachiketa and Yama is mentioned in which of the following writing? Answer, Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad is the conversation between Nachiketa and Yama. Nachiketa was the seeker and Yama was the guru. Question number 33. Consider the following statement about Stone Age in India. Different periods are identified on the basis of the type and technology of stone tools. There are no religion variation in the type and technology of tools in different periods. Stone Age culture is different. Stone Age culture of different periods evolved uniformly in a neat unilinear fashion all over the subcontinent. Which of the above statements are correct? Answer, only statement 1 is correct. Prehistoric period of India is classified on the basis of various types of stone tools used. There were significant regional variation due to various climatic and other factors, and due to these kind of variation, Stone Age culture of different period never evolved uniformly in the subcontinent. Question number 34. Which of the following statements about ancient Indian Mahajanapadas is correct? Answer, Buddhist and Jain text list 16 Mahajanapadas. Buddhist literature, Anguttara Nikaya, Mahavastu, and Jain literature, Bhagavati Sutta, present a list of 16 Mahajanapadas with minor variation in names. The 16 Mahajanapadas were Kashi, Koshala, Anga, Magadha, Vajji or Vrij, Malla, Chedi or Cheti, Vamsha or Vatsa, Kuru, Panchala, Macha or Matsya, Surasena, Ashaka or Ashmaka, Avanti, Gandhara and Kamboja. Which of the following, question number 35, which of the following statements about the famous text of Panchatantra is correct? Answer is, it is the text showing through illustration what should and should not to be done. The Panchatantra is an ancient Indian collection of interrelated animal fables in Sanskrit verse and prose. It was written by Vishnu Sharma. The purpose behind the composition was to implant moral values and governing skills in the young sons of the king. Question number 36. Consider the following statement. Metal alloying technology was well developed in the Indus Valley civilization. Second statement, Harappan copper implements were made by the method of casting. Which of the statement is true? Answer, both 1 and 2 are true. Harappans produced metal products including those in lead, copper, bronze, and tin. They knew the technique of smelting copper with other metals. Harappan copper implements were made by the method of casting. Bronze vessels were made from a single sheet which was hammered. Metal alloying technology was well developed in the Indus Valley civilization. Question number 37. Consider the following statement. Assertion. Vedangas literally mean the limbs of the Vedas. Reason. Just like the limbs of the body, they perform various supportive and augmentative functions in the study, preservation, and protection of the Vedas and the Vedic transition. Which one of the following is correct? Both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Vedangas literally mean the limbs of the Vedas. They are six in number, just like the limbs of the body. They perform various supportive and augmenting functions in the study, preservation, and protection of the Vedas and the Vedic tradition. Thus, both A and R are true. R is the correct explanation of A. Question number 38. Harappan scripts in the is in pictographic form and is called Boustropedon. A large building excavated in the citadel or in Mohenjo-daro demonstrates clearly that Harappan people were governed by a king. Third statement, recently Harappan script was disappeared and around 400 unique symbols have been identified. Correct. Choose the correct code. Only statement 1 is correct. Harappan script is a pictographic script. It was written from right to left in one line and then left to right in other and so on. This type of script is called Boustropedon. It has not been dissipated so far, but around 400 unique symbols have been identified. Hence, the statement 3 is incorrect. Large building, probably the place of the governor house, has been excavated at the citadel or in Mohenjo-daro. However, it is not clear whether the Harappan people were governed by the king or a committee of citizens. Thus, statement 2 is incorrect. Question number 39. Match list 1 and list 2 and choose the correct answers from the codes given below. List 1, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. List 2, Dhanurveda, Gandharvaveda, Shilpaveda, Ayurveda. Here is the answer. The Upavedas or auxiliary Vedas were traditionally associated with Vedas. First one, Ayurveda means medicine. It is associated with Rigveda. Gandharvaveda, that is music. It matches with Samaveda. Third one, Dhanurveda, it is archery. Yajurveda, Shilpaveda, it is craft. Matches with Atharva Veda. Question number 40. Which among the following options are correct about Yajurveda? First statement. The Yajurveda is the Veda primarily of prose mantras for worship rituals. Second one. The exact century of Yajurveda's composition is unknown and estimated by Witzel to be believed to be between 1200 to 800 BCE. Third statement, the earliest and the most ancient layer of Yajurveda Samhita includes about 1875 verses. All the statements are correct. The Yajurveda is the Veda primarily of prose mantras for worship rituals. The exact century of Yajurveda composition is unknown and estimated by Witzel to be between 1200 to 800 BCE. contemporaneously with Samaveda and Atharvaveda. The earliest and the most ancient layer of Yajurveda Samhita includes about 1875 verses. Thus, all the statements are correct. Question number 41. Which among the following pairs are incorrect? Options: Mahabhasya, Panini, Amarkosha, Amarasimha, Chandravakya Ranam, Chandra Gomya, Panchatantra, Vishnu Sharma. Answer is option A. Mahabhasya and Panini. It is wrong. Mahabhasya, attributed to Patanjali, is a contemporary on selected rules of Sanskrit grammar like Panini's treatise. The Ashtadhyayi as well as Kat- Katyayana's Vartika, an elaboration of Panini's grammar. It is dated to 2nd century BCE. Question number 42. Prehistory means period having no written evidence. Prehistory is the term used to describe the period before recorded history or before writing. Prehistory can be used to refer to all time since the beginning of the universe, although it is more commonly used in referring to the period of time since life appeared on earth, or even more specifically to the time since humans being have been appeared. Question number 43. Which among the following statement is incorrect regarding the later Vedic society? uh, Sabha and Samiti disappeared while Vidat was still present. The term Rashtra appeared for the first time. Caste exogamy was practiced in society. Institution of ashram developed. That is option 1. It is incorrect. In the later Vedic period, Sabha and Samiti were still strong and Vidhat disappeared. Women were not permitted to attend public assemblies like Sabhas and Samiti. Their position in society diminished. One important institution that developed in the later Vedic age was the system of ashramas. There were total of 4 ashrams: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Samsara, mentioned in Jabalopanishad. The caste exogamy was practiced in society, and the term Rashtra appeared for the first time in the later Vedic age. Question number 44. Consider the following statement with regard to religious life of the later Vedic society. Animals were sacrificed on large scale. Prajapati became the supreme god. Symbol worship decreased. Which of the following statements are correct? Option 1 and 2 are correct. During the later Vedic period, Indra and Agni lost their significance. Prajapati, creator, and Vishnu, preserver, became important gods. Importance of prayer diminished and rituals and sacrifices became more elaborate. Animals were killed on large scale. Symbolic worship increased and idolatry was prominent. Question number 45. Consider the following statement about the economy of later Vedic period. First one, collection of taxes and tributes was made mandatory. Second one, money lending was common in economy. Third one, cattle became the movable property. Which of the following statements are correct? All the above. The later Vedic economy was rule based. In this age, collection of taxes and tributes was made mandatory and were done by Sangrihitri, and Vishyas appeared to be the only tribute payers. Money lending became common and cattle became immovable property. Agriculture was the chief occupation. Industrial work like metalwork, pottery, and carpentry was also there. Question number 46. What were the cause of invasion of Indo-Greek in India? First one, weakening of Seleucid Empire of Bactria. Second one, weak successor from Ashoka. Answer: both 1 and 2. After Alexander invaded the northwest part of the subcontinent, one of his general, Seleucus Nicator, founded the Seleucid Empire. After the death of Alexander, a number of invasions began in India. The major cause of invasion was the weakening of the Seleucid Empire, which has been established in Bactria. After the construction of Great Wall of China, the Scythians were pushed back from China border and they moved towards neighboring Parthians and Greek, which forced Bactrian Greek to invade India. The successors of Ashoka were too weak to stop the invasion. Question number 46. Consider the following statement. It was during his reign that Buddhism was divided into Mahayana and Hinayana. He was the founder of the Shaka era of AD 78. Important scholars like Charaka and Shushruta are on his court. The above statement talk about which ruler in India? Answer Kanishka. Kanishka issued the large number of gold coins with high metallic purity, and these were found in the west of Indus River, Mathura, Sharavati, Kausumbi, and Varanasi. He used Bactrian language in his coin and inscription, and on some coins he is shown wearing a peaked helmet. Question number 48. Consider the following statement about Indus Valley civilization. A figurine of a chart tied to a pair of bullocks was found in Dholavira. A pitcher filled with 800 pearls were found from Borar. Which of the following statements are correct? Both 1 and 2 are correct. Dholavira is an archaeological site at Khadir Bet in the Bachau Taluk of Kutch district in the state of Gujarat. It is one of the 5 largest Harappan sites and most prominent archaeological site in India. Belonging to the Indus Valley civilization, the figure of the chariot tied to a pair of bullocks has been recovered from Dholavira. Baraur is an archaeological site in Sri Ganganagar district of Rajasthan, India. It belongs with ancient Indus Valley civilization. A pitcher filled with 8,000 pearls has been found here. Question number 49. Which of the following statements is incorrect about the Indus Valley civilization? Answer options. People of Indus Valley civilization used to practice agriculture. Second option. No site of this civilization has been found in Haryana region. Third option. Oxen, buffaloes, and goats were domesticated animals in the Indus Valley civilization. The statement, which of the incorrect statement is no site of this civilization has been found in Haryana region. Many Indus Valley civilization sites have been discovered in Haryana like Banawali, Kunal, Rakhighari, Siswal, Farman, etc. Rakhighari in Hisar, Haryana is one of the largest sites of Indus Valley civilization. Question number 50. Consider the following statement about Indus Valley civilization. Seals of Indus Valley are made up of statite only. Seals of Indus Valley are in rectangular in shape. Which of the following is correct? Neither one nor two. Indus Valley civilization produced a lot of artifacts and art forms. Thus, the seals have been discovered by archaeologists from the Harappan site. Most of the seals were made of statite. It's a kind of soft stone. And a few of the seals were also made of gold, ivory, agate, terracotta, shirt, and fence. The shape of the Harappan seal was square with a 2 by 2 dimension. Seals were primarily used for commercial purpose. A new seal were also used as amulets, perhaps as a kind of identity mark. All the seals have pictures of animals with something written in pictographic script. Chiefly the animals represented are tiger, elephant, buffalo, bison, goats, and so on. Some seals have mathematical images and must have been used for educational purpose.